friends, I'm Jill Wyoskowski, a librarian with Dearborn Heights City Libraries, and this is an episode of Xpressions. Xpressions is an art program geared for teens and will meet in person once the library reopens and in-person programming resumes. In the meantime, we'll be sharing episodes via YouTube to help spark your creativity. Nerdy disclaimer. I'm a librarian, not an artist, and I do not pretend my art is even good, but it is something that I truly enjoy doing. With that said, no matter what your skill level is, we're here to be creative, make art, and most importantly, to have fun. Andy Warhol, pop artist, film director, and producer, once said, "Don't think about making art, just get it done. Let everyone else decide whether they love it or hate it. While they're deciding, make even more art." In this episode of Xpressions, I'll show you how to draw a Zentangle pattern we'll call something circled. Before we dive in, I'd like to give the lowdown on Zentangles. The Zentangle is a free-form drawing that is structured from shapes with repeating patterns made from a combination of points, lines, simple curves, and circles. Blah, blah, blah. You could say that a Zentangle is an abstract drawing that uses repetitive patterns. One characteristic of Zentangles is that they can be viewed equally, no matter which way you turn the page. The idea of the Zentangle came from former monk Rick Roberts and artist Maria Thomas, who brought together meditation, the word Zen, and art. No religion involved, just art. Now that we know the backstory, let's talk about what you'll need to get started. The supplies you'll need for this project are incredibly simple, things you probably have at home. I used squares of paper. Any piece of blank paper will work. My recommendation is that you start small. I did my drawing on a 6x6 square of colored paper. You'll need a basic ink pen or a fine point marker. Optional items, colored pencils or colored fine point markers if you wish to add some pizzazz to your drawing. For this drawing, something circled, we'll be drawing, you guessed it, circles. Start by making a solid dot of any size, anywhere on your page. Now, draw a few simple circles around that dot. No compass is needed. In fact, the more imperfect your circle, the better. Next up, draw a few more solid dots wherever you wish. I tend to do my drawings in clusters. Like we did before, draw a few simple circles around your dots. Feel free to change how many circles you draw around each dot. Add some variety. You'll notice that you have some empty space or gaps between some of your circles. You can fill in some of the gaps by drawing solid dots and then partially drawing in the surrounding circles. This will give the appearance of depth, or layers, in your drawing. As the title says, draw more! To continue, repeat all of the previous steps by drawing more solid dots and surrounding them with circles. Don't forget to occasionally fill larger gaps with partial circles for some added depth. And something to consider. If you wish to sign or initial your work, plan on saving a space in your drawing. For mine, I reserved the bottom right corner. You may be wondering what to do with the small gaps between your circles. Use a pen or marker to color them in, or fill them in with curved lines or a pattern of your own. Well done! You just made a unique work of art. Completely optional, of course. This is a good point to sign your work with your name, initials, or your own artist's mark. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this episode of Xpressions. As always, we would love to see your art. Use the hashtag DHCLteens or DHCLibraries on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or all three. Enjoyed what you saw here? Subscribe to the Dearborn Heights Library channel on YouTube and be notified when there's a new episode. Only interested in arts and crafty stuff? No worries, we got you covered. Check out the Arts and Crafts playlist and skip the rest. Before we wrap up, did you know that both Caroline Kennedy Library and the JFK Jr. Library are offering curbside pickup? You can request books, movies, music, and even video games via our website, dhcl.mishlibrary.org, or by phone or email. How it works. Wait to receive a phone or email notification that your items are ready for pickup, and then head to the library. We'll bring the items out to you. Don't forget your mask. Home delivery is also an option. Last blurb, I promise. Did you know that with your library card, you have access to thousands of hours of streamable music and movies all via Hoopla and for free? Visit our website at dhcl.michlibrary.org and click on Electronic Resources. I'm Jill Wyoskowski with Dearborn Heights City Libraries. Stay connected with us at dhcl.michlibrary.org or on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now on Pinterest. Thanks for tuning in.